What was the most challenging situation the speakers faced and how were they able to overcome it?
My most challenging things is when I moved to the US, when I was at Recruit Holdings. I changed country, I changed my role from accountant to M&A investment. I changed the language, for my work. I'm not specialist of M&A then, and I have never lived in a different country. So I was studying English and dreamed to work abroad. However, it was really tougher than I thought, actually. So I could not speak fluently English then, even now. I could understand maybe only 30 to 40% what they spoke when I moved to the US. So to survive, I gave up to aim for an excellent achievement in a shorter term. So I looked for anything I could do, regardless of my role. Any works are fine. So I just wanted to my colleagues to think Suguru is useful. That was my start. So this mentality helps, after I changed my career to startups now.
It was when I was appointed for Bio, as I said. So the company, I won't get too much into detail, but the company was here in Japan, a JV, 50-50 JV. So 50-50 JV is just like a marriage, right? You have to go and sit around the table when you're not happy because otherwise it's divorce. So how you get to make decisions with people having very, very different outcome. And I was put basically in the middle of this after the company was created. And without being given any formal power, being sent by the French side to act as their representative into the JV to make the things moving forward, but without any formal position of power into the company, and being sent as the eye of Moscow to spy on people without being properly announced. So when I arrived in Japan, the team thought that I was here for the opening of our first store, and then 10 days after, and then I was to go back to France, just like that. So I had to explain, make my position actually, prove, just like Suguru said as well, useful to the Japanese team so that they didn't feel that I was a spy, but I was an asset. And I was able to help them do and progress and manage their targets, which they had a really hard time with because they couldn't properly communicate with the French team. And they had very, very different mindset, outlooks, and expectations on both sides of the fence. So being, let's say, forced to rely more on value, on bringing value, being really a team player, bringing everybody together, because I didn't have at the beginning any formal authority, was really useful. And I think that that's really what contributed to the success of the company.